Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 7 of 90 days of transformation. Perhaps, but this is 90 days of transformation. This is a small group of assorted people that have come together a period to deepen their meditation practice, to understand and cultivate the qualities of heart and mind and body that support awakening and well-being. So this week we've been focusing on intention and meditation. I haven't spoken too much. Basically, we have had small private Facebook group, and there are a small number of us in this commitment. And I really want to commend those who have made this commitment. It is truly one of the ways that we care for ourselves, one of the ways in which we show up for our life fully, with the intention of connecting our lives with something much greater than the small ego self that can never be satisfied. The small me, you, that is always moving away from what's truly alive in the moment. Desire comes up. Desire is something healthy and natural. Somehow it gets hooked up with a craving. We get swept away. We get over-identified with whatever it is that we are wanting or not wanting in our life. So perhaps it's just getting from your house to the milk store, and you get behind someone, they're not going fast enough, and you think, I've got to get there. I've got to get this milk, and I've got to hurry up because I've got to get to a meeting at work. And it's I, suffering. There's nothing one can do about traffic or somebody who's going more slowly. The only thing that we can do is, that's particularly helpful, perhaps we can pull over and take a few breaths. That's probably the most helpful. We can recognize the feelings that are coming up, recognize that we've gotten caught, and recognize that a self is being created around all this, and it is that self that suffers. So setting an intention to pause, to care for what's truly here, whatever is arising in the moment, to see how our suffering begins so that we can untangle it and live a life of greater freedom and deeper happiness. It's something I think all of us would like to do. And meditation is one way of stilling the mind so that these untangles can begin to unravel. We can see things more clearly. we can understand what really matters most to us. And I suggest, for my own self, what frees me in these moments is remembering that what matters most to me is being awake in my life, is to truly caring for myself by not creating further layers of suffering, by holding myself with compassion, kindness, and gentleness. And by doing so, I'm less likely to judge you when I notice the same hooked quality. Instead, I can pause and take a moment to connect with the present moment, my body in the present moment, feel what's coming up, and tend to that place. There's two little ears looking up at the bottom of the screen. So one has joined us in meditation this morning, as usual. I'm going to back the screen up. And here we are. So you can see my smiling morning face. Anyway, let's begin our morning meditation. And as always, bring a quality of gentleness, kindness, alertness. May there be ease in your meditation. May there be a quality of uprightness with relaxation, and allowing whatever comes up in your meditation to just be as it is, to drop past the storyline into the felt sensation. So we have been doing mindfulness of the breath and the body this week, and we'll continue with that. So we'll continue to meditate for 20 minutes, and I invite you all to have I invite you all to have a peaceful meditation. And there's no gaining, there's nothing that we're looking to have in meditation. Meditation is just a pausing and a connecting with the present moment. The present moment may be filled with thoughts and emotions and aches and pains, but we are really starting to understand what our experience is like. So let's begin. So, if you haven't done so already, find your comfortable meditation position. You can either sit on a cushion or in a chair. Or if you have significant physical pain, lying on the floor is acceptable. The main thing is we like to stay awake and relaxed, yet alert. So allow your sitting bones to drop down and connect with the surface below. Notice any sounds that may be occurring in your environment. We're not going after the sounds, we're just noticing. The ears are just like a microphone that sounds come in and pass through without any judgment about the sounds. The microphone doesn't say this sound is acceptable and that sound isn't. We just allow the ears to be open and soft. Allow the gaze to be soft. The jaw is unhinged. The belly is just spilling out over the sides. The legs are solid and connected. And then find your natural breath. And place your awareness on the sensation of breathing in your body. Just noticing the movement of the breath without altering it. The breath may be long, it may be short, it may be choppy, it may be smooth. We're just noticing the breath and returning our awareness to the breath over and over. We're having the breath be the focus of our intention, of our attention. As we strengthen our concentration, develop ever deepening levels of happiness and contentment. Perhaps. one must see for themselves. And we develop that attention with a kind, gentle place of heart. Thank you for practicing with me today, practicing together. May each one of us not be so afraid. May we know that coming home to ourselves, understanding the roots of our suffering, being with our suffering without looking away, creates the seeds for true and lasting happiness and freedom, wakefulness in this world, so that we can transform ourselves, our communities, our world, by truly caring for it, by paying attention to it. May we all be free. May we be happy. May we wake up to a great and natural peace. And there's my little baby. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Remember, at any point in the day, when we feel a tightness and a gripping, or a pulling and a craving and a wanting, we can stop, be present with what's there, and move into a greater place of presence from which all creative actions arise from. Some may call this allowing God to move through us. Others may call it awakened presence, compassion. But whatever it is, we are allowing a creative, deeper sense of knowing and we're creating this space so that more skillful actions can arise that have less friction and cause less suffering and dis-ease in our lives. And we can be fully human, fully ourselves, without need for something. We're not wanting something from another. And with that, I'm going to bid you a beautiful day.